We had a lot of prayer before this concert tonight, and Lord spoke to me. It's not every concert that he speaks to me beforehand, and if I don't hear from him, I just kind of play my songs and share what's on my heart. But when I hear from him, I got to play my songs and share what's on his heart. A little bit of difference there. I mean, if you're really close to the Lord, there shouldn't be that big of a difference between what you feel in your heart and what he feels in his. But tonight the Lord gave me the green light to go ahead and share some things that I don't always share in concert. First of all, how many people were not here last night? Raise your hand if you were not here last night. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to take care of something before we go ahead with the evening. Can I have the house lights up, please? Those, they passed out those little things when you came in, or when you know, those little things for the newsletter. Let me tell you what they're for. The ministry that I'm from puts out a magazine called The Last Days Newsletter. It's like Star Wars when those things come on. It's a free magazine. We don't take advertising. It's just ministry. And we don't ask for donations or anything. It's articles. I write some articles. My wife does. Winky does. Different people in different ministries write articles in it. It also lets you know when other albums are coming out and when we'll be back in the States and back here too. If you'd like to get that, we send it out once every 6 weeks. Fill out your name and your address and your postal code. Make sure that it's clear and easy to read, and only fill out one per household. And only fill it out if you didn't fill one out last night, or if somebody else in your family didn't already fill one out. During this song, you can fill that out, borrow a pen from somebody, and then we'll pick them up at the end of the song, okay? This next tune, which you're going to be writing through, is called So You Want to Go Back to Egypt. It's kind of like a Christian Middle East song. It's about the children of Israel traveling through the land of Egypt, following Moses. And for 40 years, they followed him. You know, they thought it was going to be quite a holiday for a couple of weeks, going through the Sinai Peninsula. About 2 months later, they said, hey, look, Mo, maybe you got the wrong map or something, It should have only taken them about 10 days to get through there. It took them 40 years. In fact, I think they could have they could have taken the trip 1,200 times in the 40 years they were wandering around in the desert. But God had other plans, and that was to test them to see if they really were worthy to enter the land of milk and honey. And this song is about the story of the children of Israel, and it's also a story about us as God's church traveling through this world on our way to the kingdom of heaven. So many times Christians get this kind of a view that everything is going to be peaches and cream when they become Christians. All their problems will be gone, Just take your gospel pill and everything will be okay. But as you walk with the Lord, you find out that mostly it's just one trial after another, with him giving you the victory when you look to him, and when you don't, it's one trial after another, no victories. But like I said before, trials are beautiful. And in fact, Switzerland's been a neutral country for over 400 years, but they haven't had any victories either. Think about it. Without battles, you don't have any victories. Without struggles, you don't have any overcoming. Without trials, you don't even get any blessings. That's just the way it is. If it didn't get dark at night, you wouldn't appreciate the sunrise. And if it didn't rain now and then, you wouldn't appreciate the sunshine. And that's the way it was when Moses was leading his people through the wilderness. And then when the people would grumble, and they'd grumble and all kinds of plagues would come on them, the Lord would say, look, can't grumble against me. You know who they'd blame? They'd blame Moses. They'd turn around and say, Moses, it's all your fault. Moses says, me? Who am I? He'd fall on his face. And have you ever blamed your pastor for your problems? Think about it. You're having a problem. Call up the pastor. Pastor, I need to talk to you. I'm sorry, Mary, I can't talk to you right now. I have a counseling appointment. He's always busy. What are we paying him for anyway? You know what I mean? You blame your leadership. A friend of mine said about Christian leaders, he says, Keith, if you want to be a Christian leader, watch out. It says they put you on a pedestal to shoot you down. And it's true. So Moses got the brunt of everything. He had the Lord on one side trying to teach him how to lead and make these people into a holy people. And he had the people on the other side saying, let's go back to Egypt. We want to go back to Egypt. Back in Egypt, man, we're tired of all this manna, man. I mean, manna in the morning, manna in the evening, manna in the summertime. It's just a bummer, We were back in Egypt, we had fish with garlics and onions and pure, wow, man, good food, but it stunk, Give us that Egyptian soul food. So this is called So. You want to go back to Egypt. Listen carefully. Well, you want to go back to Egypt, where it's warm and secure. Are you sorry you bought the one-way ticket where you thought you were sure? You wanted to live in the land of promise, but now it's getting so hard. Are you sorry you're out here in the desert instead of your own backyard? Eating leeks and onions by the Nile. Oh, what breath, but dining out in style. Ooh, my life's under skids. Oh, mama, give me the pyramids. Well, there's nothing to do but travel, and boy, we travel a lot. 'Cause it's hard to keep your feet from moving when the ground gets so high. And in the morning it's manna hotcakes. We snack on manna all day. And they sure had a winner last night for dinner, flaming manna souffle. Well, we once complained for something new to munch. The ground opened up and had some of us for lunch. Ooh, such fire and smoke. Can't God even take a joke? Ooh, Well, you want to go back to Egypt, where your friends wait for you. You can throw a big party and tell the whole gang that what they said was all true. And this Moses acts like a big shot. Who do he think he is? Yeah, it's true that God works lots of miracles, but Moses thinks they're all his. Well, I'm having so much trouble even now. Why'd he get so mad about that cow, that golden cow? Moses seems rather idle. He just sits around and writes the Bible. Oh, Moses, put down your pen. What? Oh, no. Manna again? Manna waffles. Manna omelets. Manna burgers. How do